Expectations are also rippling through the rest of the workforce. Businesses today are struggling with how to manage this new generation and workforce. But the solutions are available. More than ever, we are looking for leaders who can engage, inspire, and ignite this new wave of employees. The growing expectations of employees are also combined with the exponential growth in technology, social media, and access to information. This has resulted in further information overload, making it even harder to get cut through with your messages. Organizations invest vast amounts of time and resources into developing strategy and defining corporate culture and values, only to see these efforts fail due to leaders being unable to communicate values in a way that connects and engages with their employees, in a way that is real. This audiobook is about helping you find the real you. Knowing what you stand for, what you believe in, and what you value will help you be your real self and the most authentic leader you can. It will help you to lead with courage and confidence. Becoming real will not only ignite you, but also ignite the people around you. Listen on if you believe in real leadership and real talk for real results. Knowing what you stand for, what you believe in, and what you value will help you be your real self and the most authentic leader you can. It will help you to lead with courage and confidence. Chapter 1. The game has changed. The game we are playing has changed. The way we operated in business 20 years ago, even 10 years ago, is different from how we operate today. Significant factors have driven a change in the way leaders communicate and inspire, with the ability to engage and influence now being one of the most important skills someone in a position of leadership needs to possess. Every day, leaders need to communicate. They need to talk about everything from organizational strategy and values to messages of change. They have to deliver tough and unpopular decisions, and they have to communicate triumphs and successes. They have to motivate, engage, and excite. They have to ignite. The reality is that this is becoming increasingly difficult, and skills used in the past are fast becoming redundant. Leaders need to not only be aware of this, but also understand why this is happening, so they can then do something about it. This chapter looks at some of the recent shifts that leaders need to comprehend in order to flourish and grow as leaders. Understanding Generation Y. By 2020, Generation Y will make up the majority of the workforce. Many senior leaders I work with tell me that one of their biggest challenges is to manage and lead Generation Y. But, as John Stuart Mill, an English philosopher and economist, once said, that which seems the height of absurdity in one generation often becomes the height of wisdom in the next. Generation Y includes people born between 1980 and 1995, although some ranges include people born as late as the early 2000s. The label of Generation Y followed on from the previous generation's label of Generation X, and while this seems to be the label that is stuck, this group is often also referred to as Millennials or the .com generation. If you're wondering why the labeling for generations went from Baby Boomers to X, it's due to Canadian author Douglas Copeland and his book Generation X, Tales for an Accelerated Culture. The book was ironically about a generation that defied labels by stating, "Just call us X." Over the past few years, comprehensive studies have shown how Generation Y is different from previous generations. For example, Deloitte's third annual Millennial Survey, conducted in 2014, polled nearly 7,800 members of Generation Y from 28 countries. The findings of this survey outline the significant challenges that business leaders face when trying to meet the expectations of Generation Y. Key findings from the survey show Generation Y valued these features in organizations they worked for. Ethical practices. 50% of those surveyed indicated that they wanted to work for a business with ethical practices. Innovation. 78% of respondents said they were influenced by how innovative a company was when making employment decisions. Most said their current employer did not encourage them to think creatively. They believe the biggest barrier